Alright, today, some of the basics of inequalities. First, how to read them. It says x is less than 3. How to graph them. On the number line, we find 1, 2, 3, 4. X is less than 3. There's a circle on 3. You leave it empty because there's no or equal to, and less is the left. The description says we begin at negative infinity and go to 3 with the parentheses. Here we have x is greater than or equal to negative 2. That is a circle of negative 2. Because of the or equal to, you fill it in. And because it's greater than, you go to the right. That description would be a bracket, negative 2 to positive infinity. This says x is both greater than negative 1 and less than or equal to 4. What that means graphically is that x is greater than negative 1 and less than or equal to 4. And where that happens is where they overlap. So they overlap from negative 1 to 4. Finally, this says x is less than 2 and greater than or equal to 5, and the conjunction is or. Or means join them together, so you would have both of those. And the interval notation would be negative infinity to 2, parentheses, union, bracket, 5, to positive infinity. Now we go to inequalities in two variables. Here's the statement, x plus y is less than 3. We want to graph it. To graph it, we make x plus y equals 3, a chart. If x is 0, y is 3. If y is 0, x is 3. If there is no or equal to, we join the 2 points with a dotted line, then we take a test point. A test point is either on one side of the line or the other. A good test point here would be 0, 0. We put 0, 0 in the original problem and examine the veracity of that statement. Well, 0 is less than 3, so we want the side of the line that contains the test point, so we shade that in. And over here, we have a system of 2 inequalities. So on the same number line, we will graph both of these. We first say y equals to x minus 1. So if x is 0, y is negative 1. If x is 1, y is 1. So we have this point and that point. There's no or equal to. So we have that. We can pick a test point, let's pick a different one. Let's pick one over here at 3, 0. If we put 3 in for x and 0 into y, we would have 0 is less than 6 minus 1. 0 is less than 5, that's true. So we take that side of that graph. Then we have this, x plus y equals -3. When x is 0, y is -3. If y is 0, x is -3. This has that are equal to so we use the solid line. We can use 0, 0 again. And 0 less than -3, that's not true, that's false. So we don't want the 0, 0, rather we want this. And then we observe where the two overlap, and they overlap in this area right here. So we fill that in. I have one more type of problem. If we have a quadratic, x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0. Well, again, we make it equal 0. We use our 4-point method. If x is 0, y is -8, if we factor that, we're going to get 4 and 2. And negative b, which would be 2, that's 1. And 1 would be -9. Did that hurry, but here we go. We have 0, -8. 4, 0. 2, 0. And 1, -9. We draw a dotted line. And then we want to know where is this graph above greater than 0. Greater than 0 is above the line. So it's above the line all the way out that way. It's below the line here, and it's above the line here. So to describe that with interval notation, you would say from -infinity to -2 union 4 to positive infinity. Alright, those are some of the inequality basics.